Hi and welcome back to Movies Explained, where we recap your favorite movies for you. Today we will be recapping an interesting movie where a girl cosplays as a boy to get into the soccer team and play for her brother. So without further ado, let's begin. Voila is playing soccer with her friends at the beach. Seeing them play, her boyfriend Justin and his friends are making fun of them, but later, Justin says to Voila that she is getting good and she probably plays better than half of the boys in his team. Next morning, in the school, Voila gets to know that not enough girls have signed up for the girls' soccer team, so the school has cut off their team. Voila and other team members go to their coach and asks if he could do something. The coach declines their request, so Voila says that they want to try for the boys' team. Coach laughs it off and Justin and his team members come there and ask what is happening. Coach tells them that girls want to try for the boys' team and they all start laughing, and Justin says that they cannot be serious. Coach further adds that he knows they are excellent players, but girls are not as fast as boys are. Boys are more athletic and strong. Voila and team stand there in disgust, and Voila asks Justin what he thinks about it as he is the team captain. He says that the coach has said it all. But Voila reminds him that yesterday he has told her that she is better than half of the boys in his team. Upon hearing that he says that he has not said that, Voila feels dejected and asks why he is lying, but he, having nothing to say in his support, says that this is the end of the discussion. Voila feels disappointed and says it is the end of their relationship and leaves. She goes back to home wearing a sports bag hoodie and cap covering her hair and listening to the music with earphones. His brother Sebastian's girlfriend Monique, who thinks Voila as Sebastian, calls her by calling her Sebastian, and when she sees it as Voila, says that Voila has no curves and she looks exactly like Sebastian from the back. She comes inside the home and sees her mother standing in the hallway and says that she has a surprise for Voila. She shows her beautiful gowns for debutante. Voila says that she has no interest in being a debutante as it is totally archaic. Voila then adds that she has dumped Justin. Voila goes to Sebastian's room and sees him packing his stuff. He says that he is going to London for a couple of weeks as his band gets a slot in music festival. She asks him that what he is going to do about the school. He says that he wants to be a musician, and if he wanted to chase something, he can break the rules. Voila thinks that if she cannot join them, she should probably beat them. She goes to his friend Paul, who is a hairstylist and runs a saloon. She tells him the plan that she wants him to turn her into her brother so she can join Illyria's school as Sebastian and joins its soccer team and beat Cornwall boys' team, to which agrees. At night, she tells her mother that she is going to her father's home to stay for 2 weeks as the both parents are divorced. The next morning, she goes to Illyria dressed as Sebastian and has a wig on her head. She covers her chest with long piece of cloth. She feels out of place and feels like everybody is watching her. She goes to her dorm room and sees her roommate there. She greets them in a heavy voice and tells them her name is Sebastian Hastings. Then she shakes hand with his roommate Duke Orsino. Andrew and Toby from the next door are also in his room. Andrew asks her how old she is, so she answers him that she has skipped a couple of grades. She unpacks her stuff, and when Duke sees tampons in her shoes, she quickly defends, saying that she has bad nose bleeds and they are to stick in the nose. She shows them how to do them and they all start laughing, and Duke says that is disgusting. At noon, they all practice for soccer and train. The coach divides the team into first and second string. Voila is not able to make to the first string. She goes to the restroom where her coach tells her that the principal is calling him in his office. She goes to principal's office and thinking that principal knows that she is not Sebastian. She feels itchy of the cloth wrapped around her chest. She tries to take it out and suddenly thinks that she should check Sebastian's file. She goes to the drawer to search for Sebastian's file, and suddenly Principal comes in. She tries to shut the drawer, but the cloth gets stuck in it. Principal says that he just wants to say welcome to him, and he opens the drawer to take out Sebastian's file. Upon that, she immediately takes out the cloth, and Principal asks him to sit on his chair for a talk. He asks her that if she liked the campus, and she answers that it is beautiful. He says that he himself is a transfer student and he is an unofficial big brother to the transfer students and will pop in to check upon him time to time, and she tells him that she will look forward to it. When she comes out of the principal's office, she bumps into Olivia. Voila looks at Olivia's shoes and says that they are cute. Olivia says that she gets them at Anthropology. Voila gets very amazed at the news that they have shoes there, and suddenly she thinks that she is getting out of the character, but Olivia immediately likes her. Voila goes to cafe and sits on the same table Duke, Andrew, and Toby are sitting on. She talks about the game with Cornwall. Duke says that he once has made cry Cornwall captain Justin. Voila feels amazed, and then she gets to know that Duke has a crush on Olivia. Toby says that somebody has dumped Olivia and Voila looks at her and says that she looks so sad and it is heartbreaking. They all look at him awkwardly, so she says that she has gone through a bad relationship as well, so she can relate. Olivia feels very happy that Sebastian is looking at her again and again. At night, Voila has a nightmare that she is running in a beautiful pink gown, trying to play soccer, and her ex-boyfriend Justin is also on the field. When she tries to kick the ball, she falls to the ground and everybody starts laughing at her. She wakes up by the water bin thrown at her face by the students doing ragging of the freshmen. Next day in the cafe, Duke says do not let Sebastian to sit with them, but Voila improvised something to look cool in front of the boys. Her friend Kia comes to hugs her passionately. Boys become surprised to see this, but Paul is giving instructions to the girls secretly to do so. Kia leaves and Yvonne comes and hugs Sebastian. Duke says he doesn't know what is going on. After saying some flirtatious comments, she leaves. After that, Monique goes to the Duke's table and Toby hits on her, but she rebukes him and asks if he has seen Sebastian. Duke then points towards Voila, but Paul says to Voila that do not come closer to her, otherwise she will recognize her. Voila covers her face with 2 jugs in her hands and asks Monique to stay away from her. Voila says that it is over and tries to get away, but Monique keeps on following her. Voila says there are many pretty hot girls there, and the truth is Monique has nothing, and when Voila closes her eyes she sees what Monique truly is, which is ugly, and that they are done. Everybody starts laughing and this hurts Monique and she leaves the place crying. Boys cheers for him and make him sit with them, and Duke says that she is his idol now. Next day, when Voila comes to school, everybody acclaims her. In class, the teacher asks them each to take a chick from the jar as they will be their lab partners. Voila has Olivia as her lab partner and she greets her from a distance, and Olivia smiles and nods. Duke asks Voila to change the partner, but she refuses by saying that she has said Olivia's name out loud. She goes to Olivia and greets her again, and they talk, and this makes Duke uncomfortable. After class, Duke takes Voila aside and says that she should convince Olivia to go out with him. Voila says that she has that option for 3.5 years. Duke says that if she does that he will work with her on soccer, and Voila and Duke make a deal. Voila works very hard for soccer game. A student, Malcolm, obsessed with Olivia, says he cannot let Sebastian to take Olivia away from her as he has been trying to get with Olivia for last 3 years. He aims to nip the chances of Sebastian to be with Olivia in the bud. Voila is sitting in the school when Sebastian calls her and asks if she has called his school. She says that she has informed his school that he will be joining the school by the 12th. Voila has itching in her head, so she starts scratching it. The principal asks her if she has any problem with her wig. She says that she is not wearing a wig, but she actually has a scalp condition. The principal says that he knows she has male pattern baldness. He says that she has to accept himself as she is a baldy. In class, Malcolm distributes posters that his tarantula is missing. Voila asks Olivia have she given a thought to go out with Duke. Olivia says he is good looking, but she knows that he is not the guy for her. Voila says there are many other things Duke has which Olivia does not know. Olivia says he is another dumb jock who wants to hook up with her and will brag about it with his friends later, but Olivia tells Voila is the only guy in the school which has not tried anything with her. Voila says to Olivia that she is not her type and that they both are friends and she feels comfortable around her, and this makes Olivia sad, but Voila says that she should consider her advice and should go out with Duke. Voila tells Duke that she has talked to Olivia about him and he should have a casual conversation before asking her out. Duke says that he is not comfortable talking to girls. Voila asks that how he cannot have done it yet as he is hot. Duke says that he always says the wrong things. Voila then asks him to play on the situation where she is a girl and he behaves like a boy so he can practice how to talk to the girls. Voila speaks in her actual language and says that she is good at it as she always imitates her sister. Meanwhile, Duke feels Malcolm's tarantula creeping around his feet and they both start shouting and jumping on the bed. Voila gets a voice note from her mother that Voila and Sebastian has promised to come to Carnival tomorrow, so she is hoping to see them. Duke says that Olivia will be there, so this is a perfect opportunity for him to lay some groundwork, and they all go to Carnival. Olivia asks Voila to come to the kissing booth. Before Duke's turn, Olivia gets away from there, so Duke and Voila kiss. Voila feels special about Duke. Meanwhile, Justin comes there and hits Duke and saying he is making out with his girlfriend. Voila corrects him and says it is ex-girlfriend. Justin and Duke start fighting each other and Voila tries to control them, but it goes in vain. Voila's mother comes and gets them out of there. At night, when Voila comes to the dorm room as Sebastian, Duke asks her where she has been all the day. She says that she jumped into her psycho ex, so she left early. She sees that Duke's nose is bleeding and asks how it happened. Duke tells her everything, so she asks Duke if he liked Voila. He should ask her out as Duke and Olivia do not mesh well together. Voila trains with Duke hard and the coach see her. Duke then asks her how is her sister doing and that he has been thinking that he should ask her out. The coach comes to him and says that he is in the first string for the match. Meanwhile, Olivia comes there and asks Duke to go out with her in order to make Sebastian jealous. Olivia says that Voila should come to Cesario's tonight and she can take Eunice there. Duke and Olivia go for a date and it turns out totally off. Voila comes to Debutante and sees Olivia there. She meets Olivia in the restroom and she asks Olivia that if she has gone out with Duke. Olivia says it is just for one time and she is just trying to make Sebastian jealous. Just then, Monique comes there and listens to this and starts fighting. Duke sees Olivia running and meanwhile actual Sebastian comes there and Olivia runs to kiss him. After Duke sees this and goes away, Sebastian has sent Monique a voice message that he has been in London. Upon hearing the message, Monique comes to know that Voila has been faking it. Voila goes to room and Duke says that you can be wrong about a person altogether. Duke says that he has seen her kissing Olivia when she gets out of that cab and he throws her out of the room. Monique and Malcolm get to know that it has been Voila all the time pretending to be Sebastian. The actual Sebastian goes to his dorm room and sleeps in the bed. Next day, Voila wakes up late and when she goes to the dressing room, she gets to know that her shirt is not there. The team takes the actual Sebastian to the game. Voila sees him playing and asks him to get out of there, but he cannot listen. The principal along with Monique and Malcolm come to Sebastian. The principal announces that Sebastian Hastings is a girl and that it is her sister that has been impersonating to be Sebastian Hastings. But Sebastian quickly proves them wrong. After the first half during break time, Voila gets to Sebastian and takes his shirt and she tells him everything and gets to the game. She plays very well and Duke's goals, but Duke does not give Voila a pass. Later that minute, Cornwall goals. Voila goes to talk to Duke and Justin comes there and starts messing with Duke. They start to fight and Voila asks them to stop. Coach comes and stops them and Olivia comes to ground and asks Voila if she is okay. Duke comes and mocks Voila and Voila says that she has lied to him but not about Olivia. She tells him that she loves him and takes off her wig. She tells everybody why she has done that and she asks for a chance and Duke says that she has the chance. Cornwall coach says that there is a clause in the manual that a girl cannot play in boys' team. Illyria's coach says that they do not discriminate in Illyria on the basis of gender and Cornwall team starts mocking them. Game starts again. Voila plays very well and Cornwall team member does a foul and Voila gets a penalty kick. She has Justin in front of him, defending. She thinks about the lies and the mean things Justin said to her and kicks the ball and scores the goal. All the team celebrates but Justin says that is a lucky shot and she sucks and walks away, crying. Duke leaves the ground without saying a word. Later, Voila sends him a present with invitation to come to annual debutante ball. Voila goes outside for a walk when she meets Duke there and Duke tells her that he has fallen for her and cannot seem to stop thinking about her. He then adds that he misses his roommate and he then escorts Voila for the debutante walk. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you liked it then please consider liking our video and subscribing to our channel for more such content. We will see you in the next one.